holidays can be a difficult time of the year for those who watch what they eat.
That's right, especially tough for diabetics who need to watch their sugar intake in order to stay healthy.
But with the help of Metro Health Hospital, we're learning how you can take out the sugar and still manage to indulge your sweet tooth.
'Tis the season of holiday meals and holiday parties, which can be a little bit tricky if you have diabetes or you're really conscious of healthy eating. That's why we're here at Metro Health Hospital, and we are talking with Carolyn Belcito, registered dietitian and certified diabetes educator. Now, Carolyn, we know that people with diabetes have to watch their sugar intake. So, are there some healthy alternatives we need to keep in mind?
Yes, we have to watch our total carbs, and using some of the sugar substitutes can make a difference. Or if you choose to have regular sugar, then you have to watch your portions to keep your carbs in line.
That's a great thing because we have so many options today that we didn't have before. So if we're at the grocery store making some things to take to a holiday party, or if we're hosting a party and have someone with diabetes coming, we need to really look into this, right?
Yep. And we have the sugar blend that replaces half the sugar in recipes with the Splenda. We have just a baking blend with the Ideal that is cup for cup like sugar in recipes, or the newest product is the Ideal confectioner sugar that can be used for frostings and fruit dips and cream cheeses, all kinds of different things now.
Okay, I've used some of the Splenda products because healthy living and eating is important to me. It tastes just like the original. Is that your opinion too?
Yeah. Yeah, but everybody has their personal preferences, and we do hear comments from patients that they prefer one over the other, and that's why it's nice that there's so many different products that you can try something else if you don't like a certain one.
Yeah, well, it is the holiday season, so there are temptations everywhere, at work, at parties, and you actually are showing us how easy this is. You put together this pumpkin pie, which is a really popular dessert this time of year.
Yeah, and I just used the recipe on the back of the Libby's pumpkin pie and substituted the Ideal sugar substitute for the sugar. And then to cut the fat down, I purchased the low-fat evaporated milk, and that was all, and just followed the recipe.
Okay, so if I follow that recipe and I use some of the products that you're recommending, how much fat, calories can I kind of exit out of the dessert?
It actually cut it in half.
Wow.
Yep, so this is 1/8 of the pie, and it has about 19 grams of carb and 13 grams of fat.
Okay.
Where a regular pie would be double that.
This is popular. You did mention to me there are a couple people that might want to use caution when using some of these products.
Right. The Ideal hasn't been tested in pregnancy, so if you're pregnant or think you might be becoming pregnant, you want to be careful and avoid that product, and it's also not safe for your pets.
Okay, that's really good to keep in mind. You know, table scraps are a big thing this time of year. Okay, so we talked about how easy this is to make something like the pumpkin pie. You can use it in other desserts as well. We always have to be conscious of taste. And so, I'm going to take a bite with Carolyn's permission.
Go ahead.
That's amazing. That is really good. And pumpkin pie is one of my favorites, actually. Great. So I know you do a lot of classes here at Metro Health Hospital, so people can learn more. That's wonderful. Yep. Just get in touch with metrohealth.net. Check it out.
And I can tell you, I'm always watching what I make in recipes too. I love to cook and I love to bake, but sometimes it can get a little bit unhealthy if you're not careful about the sugars and about the fats. So I usually try to trim things down at least just a little bit, and you come out with something that tastes just as great.
Right, and you know, it's nice to to have that information and gathered together in one clearinghouse if you have to because of dietary restrictions. But let's just face it, if you can cut down on some sugar here, some fat there, for all of us trying to get through the holiday seasons without adding those extra pounds, it's a great option.
Especially when there is so much of that during the season. And it's so important to follow good dietary habits if you are especially living with diabetes or other health issues that impact you directly and what you eat. But it is hard to do this time of year.
Oh, yeah. This is great information to have from the experts at Metro Health. They're focused on wellness, treating your everyday needs to help you stay healthier between doctor's appointments. And they actually have many classes offered on their campus, all that are free to the public all year long.
If you'd like to learn more about the Live Healthy community outreach programs offered by Metro Health Hospital, just go to their website. It's metrohealth.net, and we're linked directly to it on the 8 West of woodtv.com.
You talk about a healthy campus. You feel it when you're at Metro Hospital.
You sure do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, stick around. Some great information for parents of kids who are active in the snow. We'll be right back.